Angie, this is Denitra Manning. I've been calling you on the phone like 5 times. I was calling
Oh,
because
I'm sorry. I'm not at my desk.
I was
How
calling
can I
because
help?
I needed to have like 9 family members speak on my son's behalf tomorrow.
For your son who?
Derek Rogers for the molestation at Ahwahnee while he hasn't been at school. But you guys are sending me to court tomorrow, and it's on you guys' part why he's not at school because he's been molested. But I'm willing to go. I need like to know what I need to do to have my other family members speak on my behalf, and I have a PowerPoint presentation that I need to present to the judge as far as the communication with the people that I've surrendered absences with. So, do I need
What?
to enter that into like an exhibit, or like what do I need to do? Because it was a very short notice. You guys barely gave me a notice last week that I needed to be in court tomorrow.
That's not court. That's a SARB hearing. That's a
Same thing.
school thing. That's not court.
It's the same thing for me. It's all legal for me, especially when it's not my fault that my son is out of class. It's the people that was molesting him. But my family member still wants to come speak at the SARB meeting, all 9 of them, including myself.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Let me get to my desk because this SARB hearing is just.
You emailed me and said that me and my son need to be present, but I have witnesses. My son won't be present because he has COVID symptoms, so he won't be in the building. But I'll be present as well as my husband and 8 other family members is gonna.
Right, but if he has COVID, I can't have anybody here with symptoms in the family. So I can do it. I can look over the phone. Let me look at your card and we could talk now. And that's like I'm coming back to my office. We could talk now. I think you're looking at this as to serious on what it really is.
Everything's serious to me.
I don't.
My son, everything is serious when it comes to my son, honey. Yes, I'm looking at it serious.
Oh, I understand that. I understand that, and that's good. And I think that's why there may be a miscommunication because I haven't heard of this case until they told me that he was not going to school. And that's when I have to look into it. When they said he wasn't going to school, and if you're telling me all this was happening and the school didn't tell me anything, then I'm going to go back on the school.
I have everything that the schoolmate thinks that they want, honey. Every recording, everything that they have to lie about, honey. Yes, and that's what I'm saying.
So what's your student's name again?
Derek, Deryk, Rodgers, 121908, Ahwahnee Middle School. Autistic program. The wrong autistic program at that. The wrong one.
And you have a hearing tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what you sent me in my email. Might be today, might be tomorrow.
Let me see, because I don't have them on my list. So are you calling the right?
Yes, I'm calling. You're the one who CC'd me in the email, VANGIE CARRILLO.
Ma'am, I'm trying to look you up. So just give me a minute, okay?
I don't care about that because I've been calling you for 4 days. So don't act like me talking is irritating you because I'm irritated. I'm the parent with.
Oh, I'm not.
Honey. So don't act like you're the irritated one. I'm the irritated.
No, I'm trying to look you up. That's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Was there charges filed?
I don't know what y'all did. Yeah, hopefully it was.
No, I'm not talking about me. If you're saying your son was molestation, was there a report put in, charges filed against somebody?
Of course I filed a report. I got the recording. I filed a report. I took him to the hospital. I'm waiting on my attorney to call back. I'm going to LA to get you name it. Yes, ma'am. It's game time.
Okay. So did he get placed somewhere else of Ahwahnee? They haven't placed him anywhere else?
I requested for home studies from the beginning for a teacher to come out. Jeannie Butler denied that and denied it against medical recommendation. The only reason he was at Ahwahnee is because Jeannie Butler made him go to school regardless of the doctor forms that she gave me to fill out. I gave them to her, turned them in. She gave me his schedule on home studies. And when I found out she tried to have me sign backdated IEPs, then she pulled him from home studies and made me go enroll him at Ahwahnee. And she enrolled him in a severely autistic class. He's mouse moderate. for one.
Right.
And now he was molested October the 20th. He ain't been back, and he ain't going back until this attorney until he gets doctors, counseling. So my son is going through it at this house. Hell no, he ain't going back.
Right.
Take me to jail, y'all.
Right.
Y'all could court me, y'all can do all that. But as for his well-being, I ain't even got no answers to nothing going on with my son. But y'all want me to shoot him back because y'all finished SARBS threats? I don't care about the threats, honey. Keep sending them because I'm letting you know. He won't be back in no physical form at no Fresno Unified School without his mama present or his daddy or whomever, because no, that won't happen again. And he can go on home studies for right now. I've been calling special ed. I got all the calls. Everybody just disregarding and trying to act like, oh, I'm not doing what I need to, but they must know that you're recorded. You must know that you're recorded. Honey, when it got something to do with my child, you must know. So, like I'm saying, you can, whatever I need to do for the SARBS meeting, I'll do it, but I also got a whole gang of family members that need to speak on our communications, what they experienced, what they've seen, and all that as well. Shit, if we're going to have a meeting, let's have a meeting for everybody.
Okay. So do you want me to release him from Ahwahnee then? Because he's still in Ahwahnee.
That's on y'all. Hell, I don't work for Fresno Unified. I don't work for Fresno.
Right, but are you going to enroll him in another program? Because then it'd be non-enrolled.
Whatever you need to do is what you need to do. Because like I said, I've done my part. I have my communications audio and in presence of me clearing absences, of me requesting him be on home studies, on me requesting what's going on with Ahwahnee. So at this point, Mrs. Carrillo, you can do whatever you need to do, but I'm letting you know it doesn't matter. And I wasn't calling for no releasing us, and I'm calling to see what time we need to be at this meeting tomorrow. How can I get my family members to be able to be present as well? That's it. Whatever you need to do.
Well, as soon as you said that Derek had symptoms in COVID, I'm not having the meeting.
Okay. Well,
even with the family members.
We reschedule the meeting 2 weeks from now.
I have to talk to the school because you're giving me a totally different story that the school's given me. So that's why I need to talk to the school because, Mom, first what I do.
Well, what's the school telling you? Because if it's for September, honey, and August, that's all Jeannie Butler, and I got all the communications for them.
No, ma'am.
For the
No, ma'am.
for them, because that was special. That was on special ed's part with the whole placement with Ahwahnee, and anything on October the 20th after, yes, it's gonna be absent because my son was molested and he ain't got no answers from Fresno Unified. We're waiting for legal and we're waiting for specialists to come see him in Stanford and stuff, honey. So this is what I'm saying. So as far as
okay, then I'll clear that. That's it's like there's non-attendance. So everything else before August 20th was fine. Mm-hmm. That one's all cleared. I think from August 21st, that's where I see no clearance. And now I have you on the phone. I'll clear it.
I have physical audio. I can send them to you right now. I have physical audio calling with Christine, the little gay boy at the front desk. Fresno Unified Sped office, I cleared them all the way up until November 1st. On audio, on video, on audio and video at the same time with the officers asking me why am I here at the school to clear his absence, and they told us to come back up here and get these imaginary names, and they tried to set us up, but I was recording the whole time and tell them they could check themselves out on YouTube because I definitely uploaded it of them looking fool, lying and calling shutdowns at the school like somebody was threatening the kids, honey, but they look fool as fuck. However they want to do it, yes, ma'am. We got COVID symptoms. We can't be up in the building. But I will have to reschedule because, hell, y'all shot that to me like I'm a shitty-ass parent. And I know I'm not a shitty-ass parent.
No, that wasn't shot like you were. It was that's just a letter that goes out through the state. And that's I give you the option to call me so we can discuss it on the phone. That's what I do.
Because I called the state. Whatever, and I talked to the gentleman. I think they're supposed to. Do I give them your number? Because I communicated to them that I'm being SARBed. Then my son was the one that was molested, and you guys are SARBing me and penalizing me like it's me. So do I just give them your number so y'all can communicate and see what's going on?
Yes, ma'am. You can give them my number. My name is VANGIE CARRILLO. Just go ahead and give them my number. I'm going to address the school right now because the attendance wasn't cleared. So I go on truancy. The attendance is cleared. I have no part of it. But none of his attendance was cleared from October 21st to now.
Yes, ma'am. But
so you can give them this number. You can give them. They have quite a few numbers on that letter. So my office number is 559.
I know, ma'am. It's about 3. But what I was saying is shit. So much on my mind. Brain fart. I wasn't saying anything. Yeah. That's what I was gonna. I know it's not your part. It's just I cleared my son's absence with these people. I have the audio clearer with Christine with the.
Yeah, and that's what I'm changing. I changed it right now. I changed it all because, you know, one thing about me, Miss Manning, is I go for the parent first. I listen to the parent first. That letter just opens the door, and then if a parent calls me, then I work it out. I'll back up the parent before I back up my school, because that part of SARB is to figure out who went wrong. Majority of the time, I'll be real, majority of the time it could be our district. I mean, there's a lot going down. Pandemic ransacked everything. Stuff happens everywhere. It's ridiculous what's going on right now. So when I sent that, it's like, I'm hearing you out, I'm listening to you, I'm believing you, I'm clearing his absences. And now I'm going to go back to the school and say, what happened, people?
It's kind of coincidental that I'm dealing with certain people, and then they got these certain people with the same last name in my inbox. So I'm like, I'm not sure if it's harassment or whatever, but on my part, I will apologize. It's just at that point that you had sent that, I'm still looking for answers for my son, and everybody disregarding that, but y'all can send that and make it seem like.
Oh, no, I listen to you, Miss Manning. I'm listening to you. That's how come I'm clearing all his attendance. I'm like, all I see was negative attendance, and I knew school does make an error. You're perfectly right. I think you're a very strong parent, and I think a lot of people get a little intimidated by that. But, hey, like you said, you do anything for your son no matter what. I'm totally with you. I have 2 kids of my own. I'm the same kind of parent.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, let me see what's going on. I mean, as for the placement, where is he at?
I would prefer him to be placed at home right now, because I'm telling you, the presence of a man right now, my baby is shaking like he can't even. I ain't taking him in 2 weeks. I tried to take him out yesterday. He was tripping. The day before, tripping, and I'm telling you, ma'am, like I've never had this type of issue. I'm from Fresno Unified. I'm a Fresno Unified alumni. You know what I'm saying? And I never would have thought Fresno Unified would have nothing like this, and that's the honest to God truth. Like, hey, that's the honest to God truth. I've never experienced nothing like that. I've heard it back in the past, and I even was like, you know, my teachers wouldn't do that, you know, type shit. But you know, now it's like my own playground. It hits a little different, you know, and like it's crazy. I feel like I was betrayed somewhere in there, because you know.
Oh no, I totally understand that. I feel that. I saw that. It was by Fresno Unified employees?
Well, yeah, it was by Ahwahnee's employees. I won't even say just Fresno Unified. Okay. One of the paraprofessionals, I guess, is contracted through some other source. Okay. But the other people that I looked up with the names given, Fresno Unified employees.
Okay. So money, and then because I want Derek to get an education. I want him to still. I mean, sad that this happens. I want him, and that's why I'm trying to figure out another program. But you want him at home right now.
I want him home now, so he won't be missing. Yeah. The basic. Yeah. I'm checking into like Lorianne and CVRC to see outside of Fresno Unified, because that'll be on my mind daily if I gotta send him to a program, and then I can't know what's going on, because like I said, this Miss Miss Carrillo from Ahwahnee, shit, I've never physically seen her but once, and now she's trying to go and get this false restraining order put on me, and I never met this lady, because all my communications since since August has been tainted. So, and that's why, because people choose to lie. Like, what is so hard with the truth? Like, you messed up. Stand up for you. Don't make it seem like I'm threatening you, because now if I'm cussing you all damn day about my son, but don't try to say that I threatened you. Because yes, I recorded with me going off too, but I've never threatened her, and that's what I'm saying. So now I got to go on a legal trip for somebody without no integrity and standing on what they did. Instead, they want to make me look like a bad guy because they looking all in my criminal history that has nothing to do with my child. Okay? Yes, it ain't got nothing to do with my child. And how whatever I got going on in my criminal history, I don't mistreat nobody when I go to Fresno Unified. They shouldn't be mistreating me or my son, honey. And I ain't even been charged with none of those charges. So, and that's
Right.
because Miss Carrillo, I'm looking at her, and she like, yeah, I'm telling her, I don't care what the police came up here and told you. She like, yeah, in my recording, visual recording. She's admitting it. Somebody came up there and told her something. She judged me off of, I don't, like I told her, I don't care what you think about me, but y'all not gonna mistreat my son off of what you feel about me. Don't, and you're not gonna further mess up my record because you're a liar. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I got so much stuff building up on me on top of my regular life. On top of, I have another son that's in high school, and it's been going on. Like, they've never been placed at the same school. I've been always pulled left and right because one is regular and one is autistic, so they're placing them at different. I've been like, they know who I am. It's been an issue, but I've never had to come with this demeanor because I've never been so disrespected in my life. My child has never been harmed like this in his life. He don't deal with that at home, so I automatically knew something was wrong when he came outside of the school. And this is what people think. They think because kids is autistic and they don't talk inside the class that they don't talk, they don't communicate. But that's false. My son talks, he reads, he writes, he does all that. But it's the energy you giving him. If you giving him some type of energy, he will not respond to you. Now, me and his grandma, he talks to us all day, and his grandma even more than me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, somewhere in there was a whole lot of trust broken, and I ain't even been asleep. I've been going crazy. Shit, I already dealing with PTSD, and I'm not going to the doctor because they're not gonna lock me down for 48 hours, and I can't be around my son to protect him. See, it's all affecting the whole family, and that's what I'm saying. And it's a lot, honey. It's a lot.
Right. So, like you said, there's the only option there is would be, I mean, just for education. That's what I'm saying, Mom, for education. The only option there is we can transfer schools, but you say you want him at home, so I totally agree with you. If he has symptoms, like you said, he can go on short-term independent study where he gets contracted, where he gets homework to do at home, but he special day class, and so they won't be able to do that either.
He said, no, there is, because let me say, I can send you the recording with me and Jeannie Butler. So I went in there to get a program on e-learning, and she said there's no program because he's severely disabled. My son's not severely disabled. He's mild to moderate. There is a program for mild to moderate because I spoke to 2 or 3 other people, which I have on audio, and he is. And Jeannie Butler only pulled him because of the issues with the IEPs. There is a class on home studies where the teacher can come out. I have a recorded saying this to the house once a week with Derek, and this is as a severe student. So there should be something as simple the same for somebody that's mild to moderate, because she placed them in the wrong program. They had him in a severely program when he got hurt at Ahwahnee. So those kids can't even advocate and tell who hurt them, because my son said that there's kids being hurt in that class. So right now, I don't even want my son in the presence of none of that right now, especially when they're keeping it under the rug like it's other parents. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, my son said it. There's other kids in that class that's being hurt, and that's not right. It's more than my son. It's other parents that those kids don't deserve that, honey. Those kids can't even fight for themselves because it's a severe handicap class. It's not about somebody what communication is little to a great, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is gonna be for more than my son. This is for other kids like him because this is not right. And then everybody is just making me the bad guy.
No, I feel you. I totally understand. So, I mean, like you said, home hospital instruction would be good, but they already denied it, like you said, right? Home hospital instruction where a teacher comes out.
No, they didn't deny it. I did. At that point, I didn't want a teacher coming out to home. But now, the only reason she denied it because she placed him in a severe program. My son's not severe; he's mild to moderate. She said there's a program for severe for them to come out to the house. So that's what I'm saying. That's the program that I want for him, but I'm mild to moderate to the right progress that he's supposed to be getting, not a severely handicapped person coming out to the house to help him. And these were her words. And she said there's an e-learning program, but only for mild to moderate. So there should be something on the computer where he can be daily. And these are her words. So I'm not sure how it goes, but these are the words of Jeannie Butler. She said that there was a program for e-learning where he can be on the computer daily, but that's for mild to moderate, which he is, which is on all his IEPs. But in the recording, you hear her say, "But since Derek is severe," I didn't catch it then because I'm so busy in the recording catching where she's trying to have me sign all these backdated forms, so it slipped by when she said severely, and I caught it in one of the phone recordings when they said, "Well, Derek's severely." No, he's not. He's so for one, he was placed somewhere where nobody could even advocate for him. So what I would want him for right now is home, whatever home needs to be with somebody coming out. Because, yeah, my son educate, he needs to get back not too much out of rotation because I don't feel like everybody in Fresno Unified are monsters because, like I said, I came from it. It's just me deciphering what programs that I don't feel that stomach kind of feeling, now because it's a whole other different ballgame. Like, I can't say all Fresno Unified employees are asshole scumbags or judgmental or whatever because I don't always deal with that. Heather at Air School is great. I love Heather over there at the front desk and never had a problem with her. Like, it's some people that I can point out, like, I've never had a problem, regardless of how ignorant I come up in there, regardless of, they don't change their demeanor, and that's what you're supposed to do because you signed up for that job. I'm not sitting at that desk. You are, honey. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm not taking this out on our Fresno Unified, but the people who's supposed to stand up and answer my questions are not doing that. Like Bob Nelson. I didn't CC him all day. He's not contacting me. I got audio calling his assistant lady, the lady up there. She's returned no calls. So that's what I'm saying. So it's coming off as anger, but it's really more anger, frustration, hurt, disappointment, let down, all in one. So it's coming out. It's coming out how it's coming out because I have no control of my emotions right now. I don't even know what, but I got control enough not to know not to threaten nobody and hurt nobody because how am I going to be out here getting questions and answers for my baby, but I'm going up to the school threatening? Does that even sound right? Like, that's what I'm telling her. Like, I don't know who she think I am. I don't know what she's thinking, but I would never go up there. That's why I recorded, before I even started, started at Hoover High School, driving up into to the school, and driving all the way back up out of there recording because people lie. I've been dealing with people at Fresno Unified, and they will lie to cover their jobs on their mistakes that I call them on, and they can prove it with audio, black and white, emails, what have you. And this is what I'm saying. And she's going to try to make it seem like I'm going to go up there. They shut down the whole school, honey, grabbing kids, and we just recording them. I'm like, get the kids. You forgot one over there? The parents ain't even getting out the car to walk them to the class, but they want to make it seem for the police that, oh, my God, hurry up. Even the police looking at them like, I'm telling them with the police, grab that cat. It's a baby coming. You better grab him, because y'all make it seem like I'm up in here to hurt nobody babies. I would never hurt no child. Even if the person that is my child, if I seen their child walking down the street, I would not hurt their child. I will fuck them up, but I would never hurt a child because the child, they still got a life ahead of them. They only go by what they hearing and seeing. I will never. I don't care how old. Now, when you turn 18, it's hands on. But no, I'm not a creep. I'm not a creep like that, I won't hurt nobody, babies. Before I hurt a baby, I'll hurt the person that's making me upset. And that's just a moral compass from up above that everybody should have from God, regardless.
Right. So let me see what I can do, Miss Manny. Let me see how, because we have home hospital instruction, but that has to go through the doctor's note. But him being the special day class, you have to go through IEP, and I have a feeling you're not going to want to go sit at a table with an IEP with anybody. When was the last time you sat the last one?
I would just like to record it if I do. Whatever meetings I need, I would just like to advance record it. Like, I know how to be cordial. I just know how to be cordial. Where they lose me is where they sit in my face and will tell me a lie, dead in my face, and I can go back to facts. And they know they lying. I know they lying, but they want to sit here with the people around the table and make it make sense. And that's where we cross lines, and that's where Shaniqua comes up out of me, honey, because I hate when people lie up in my face, honey. And then, like, I'm dealing with so much. I'm fighting for my character. I'm fighting for my son's safety. I'm fighting for my son over there at Hoover not to be harassed. I'm fighting for, freedom now. I'm fighting for everything, and I will. But for my son, I'll go way above and more than that. My son can't defend himself. My son can do nothing. Y'all don't see me going all like this with Jaden because Jaden, he going to have to understand that I won't be there to handle all your problems. So you're going to have to be able to stand up and do it. But Derek can't. Derek cannot do that. Derek will need somebody over him forever. So until I cross that over and hand that baton over, that's me. That's what I got to do because he can't say, Mama, but I know that when he came out, he knows that he don't deal with that at home. He knows that don't go all at home, but Mama, this is what happened. I can show you or tell you what it is, but I know this ain't normal. And this is what I'm telling people, like, he know that ain't normal. Shit, he would have came out there yelling like, sit down, or put that down, don't touch it. I would have been like, oh, shit, maybe that's me. But no, I don't whoop him. I don't scold him. The least, and I really don't yell at him unless he's touching like a plug or touching something that's gonna hurt him. Then I be like, put that shit down. That's as far as that goes. So I know that it was a physical thing at that school that went on. I wouldn't have went up there and even let that come out of my mouth, knowing CPS is coming, honey. If it wasn't that, I'm not seeking money and nothing. It's bigger than that. It's principalities and it's principles in this. It ain't about money. It's points to prove, because it's people who love their kids like me out here, who trust the school district and don't even know the half of what's going on. Not saying that it is going on everywhere, but it's going on, and it's getting swept up under the rug, and I am being the one that's making it seem like it's me, and it's not me. And that's why I record for my son, because I'm a person. I got a whole community that can get together and say whatever, but not when it comes to audio. Y'all can too, but I have audio.
Right.
That's all I can do, ma'am.
No, I get it, Miss Manning. So, I'm going to have to talk to one of my friends. His name is Ivan Flores. He is the ombudsman for our district. So he's really familiar with special day class programs, autistic, everything. He's familiar. And I just need to get his advice of, like, what would be a good placement for him. If it's the HHI, you want him at home. I just need to make sure.
You can have him at home, but if it's a school or day program, my husband will have to sit with him or sit outside the classroom, because like I said, the presence with him going back in public, like I'm still trying to figure out who I need to contact for counseling or what kind of, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And doctor just moved out of Fresno to Sanger, so I don't have a vehicle. So like, this is what I'm saying. So it's like, damn, shit.
No, I understand. I totally understand. So I have your number. So let me just see what I can do. Let me see if there's a different program of what we can do, so there is another program. It's called it's a private school affidavit, but that would make you teacher of record. That would make you able to teach your son.
Okay.
The state doesn't provide curriculum. You would have to come all that, but curriculum, there's a lot of curriculum that you can figure out online. There's libraries, there's stuff, as long as that's just teaching you. And he's in 7th grade, so it could be just for the year, and then you put him back in another school. If you want to transfer him out of Ahwahnee, put him back for 8th grade. I mean, it's too soon to find out.
It's just more so he just need a break for right now to get this home love, because like I said, right now he's not the same at all. He don't even pick up his phone to play his phone no more. And that's odd for an autistic child. So I want to stress him and send him back and seeing a new environment, not knowing that these people coming in, because they think like normal people, they just can't communicate their emotions. So that's what that program is. It's temporary. It's not even for a forever type of thing. Is just temporary while he's getting
temporary.
Services to get back to him old self, because he's not himself.
Yeah. So let me call you by this afternoon. Let me figure out about 3 o'clock. I'll call you by the time I get everybody's calls in. We'll just to see a different program for Derek right now.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Manning.
Bye.
Bye.